Shang Tsung wins.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dragon at 2427, and today I'm going to be talking about the controversy surrounding Angry Television and Galaxy Warzone. Now, me and ShadowCoDer already did a Dragon's Den episode of this situation. Now, when this video goes up, ideally that video would have already gone up beforehand, and if you want to see like the full in-depth and the reaction style that he brought to me, you can go watch that. The reason I'm making this video is because essentially after that whole situation happened, I rewatched the video that me and him filmed, and I was like, okay, this is like actually really weird the way Angry Television is acting. So I actually dug a little deeper into the situation, and I watched ShadowCoDer's previous videos on it, and what I'm really confused on the whole situation, because what you have here is essentially a 40-year-old man just bitching and complaining about a Warzone streamer, and he a lot of the claims that he's making against him, first of all, are just, there's no backup to it, there's no proof, nothing, it's just all allegations. And for those of you guys who aren't aware of the full situation, again, I'm going to have the full video linked down below if you want to see that, but essentially, TLDR, Angry Television is a guy who has beef with Galaxy Warzone, because he thinks he's two-boxing, and because he thinks he's two-boxing, he must be using a Cronus. And he thinks he's a cheater, and so he's been going after him on, well, basically on his Twitch chat. And he himself has said this too. He said that he has gone after him for so long that he actually got banned by him. So that's not me saying that, that's him saying that. But what I don't really get is this. So Galaxy Warzone claims in his video that he made that he has a list of people that are problematic to the Call of Duty community and the gaming community in general, because they cheat, they two-box, whatever, right? But he doesn't go on and elaborate and name any of these people that he claims he has a list of. All he says, I have a list of people, and for some weird reason, he just honed in on Galaxy Warzone.
And the reason why he did that, believe it or not, isn't because he actually thinks that he was cheating prior or anything like that. Why all of a sudden accuse him of cheating? Well, I'll let Angry Television explain to you that.
I'm going to be calling out a specific streamer on this video because he was disrespectful to me when I asked him a legitimate question about getting stuck on the edge of the hitbox. And I'm going to call out a streamer. His name is Galaxy Warzone. Now, I'm calling this guy out because he was super disrespectful to me on a stream. At the end of the day, like, I don't like him anymore. He got stupid with me at the mouth.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
That's right. All of this, every bit of this, literally stemmed from one grown man getting so butthurt over his quote-unquote favorite streamer not wanting to answer his dumb questions that, mind you, were specifically worded in a way to make it look like he was guilty of cheating. And in a blind, stupid fit of rage, he decided to make the video calling him out, accusing him of cheating without any freaking proof at all whatsoever.
And he doesn't just like pressure him on these allegations, he's actually attacking and berating the guy. At some point earlier in the video, when me and ShadowCoDer were watching it, he's sitting there saying, oh, you're only clearly two-boxing so you can get that content because you want that paycheck, you're on Twitch, your YouTube videos get shit views, but that's why you're on Twitch live streaming, yada yada. And then he like backpedals later on in the video saying, I respect you, I respect what you do, please show proof that you're not doing this or that for the sake of your community and just to like give them closure. But then, not even a few minutes later, he's telling them he's like basically demanding that he show proof or else he's a hacker. And to quote the man, he says, don't be a bitch.
Content, they want to hit clips. This guy is known for his clips. He has shorts that have over millions of views. It's kind of crazy. But that's how he's so popular. That's how he has so many subscribers on YouTube, is that his shorts just do really well. His long form content, not as much. His game with YouTube is his clips, and that's what people want to see. That's what they want to see on the TikTok.
I mean, that's not exclusive to him, though. That's just how YouTube is in general.
Yeah, 100%. It's just short form content right now is just dominating the crap out of everything because everybody has brain rot. Like, if it's not given to you in 10 seconds, or 6 seconds, they don't care. They don't want it.
You can't really use that as an example. Oh, he does short-term content, so that means he obviously two-boxes for entertainment. So because all of his normal videos aren't getting the same amount of traction.
Yeah, it's just it's ridiculous thinking.
This is an invitation that you show an open stream. You show all your equipment. You show people your PC. You show people inside your PC. You show people, hey, look, I'm not doing anything wrong. I understand. Like, and it's all about the approach. It's all about how you think about it. If you are a streamer, if you are a popular streamer, you have 50,000 subs on Twitch, brother, that's pretty damn good. Like, I couldn't imagine having 50,000 subs.
Mind you, at the beginning of the video, he literally just belittled the shit out of him. Essentially made him feel small. You remember that?
Yep.
Remember that part of the video?
Yep.
And all of a sudden he's kissing his ass.
Backpedaling.
Like, yep.
Don't be a bitch, bro. If you're part of the Call of Duty community for the greater...
I love that. Don't be a bitch, bro.
That's insane.
I'm the one that's, sitting here ragging on everybody, being a bitch, calling everybody cheaters because I don't fucking know how the game works. Don't be a bitch, bro. I'm the one smashing my fucking controller like a man-child, but don't be a bitch.
I already formed my opinions on the whole situation of him scanning the room with the phone thing, but I'm only going to say this. You aren't owed anything if you have a 50K subscriber channel, right? Because that's the excuse he used. Or, sorry, not the excuse. That's the example he used. He said, you have a 50K sub channel, so you owe this to your community. You owe showing them your rig and your applications and your folders and everything to prove that you're not cheating, essentially. But my stance is this: you aren't owed anything no matter how many subs you have. Now, let's say I have 50K subs, right? And somebody goes like, hey, you owe me a tour of your gaming setup. You aren't owed anything. I'm sorry, you're really not. If you have 50, if I have 50K subs and you're like a loyal subscriber, I appreciate that. But in life, you're not owed anything. So I don't know why he has this this idea that you are owed anything, and he just goes after him hard. And this is something I'm also gonna go discuss about, because while he's still in the whole discussion about, oh, you need to do a tour of your setup and stuff like that, he then goes and does a tour of his setup. He's like, let me show you how you do one, and he just does this with his phone, doing a tour of his setup. But this donut, while he's shit talking the guy, he probably doesn't even realize, because he's shit talking the guy, that he left no joke, a bank, like a bank check on his gaming setup, like just right there out in the open on the desk with his full name, everything signed on there. He literally left that on his video and didn't blur that out. So me and ShadowCoDer are gonna have to blur that out. I don't know if he's gonna upload that onto his video. I know I'm gonna have to blur that out when I upload that video. But that, I just find it absolutely hilarious that you're gonna sit there and tell a guy this is how you do something. Meanwhile, you're over here basically DDoSing, or not DDoSing, but doxing yourself on camera.
If somebody's like, hey, let me see your setup, if people are claiming that I'm cheating, dude, look at my shit. Dude, look at my shit.
They're like Jared Leto.
Demonstration time.
Look at my shit.
Yeah, no.
My little Millennium Falcon chilling. It's documented.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool. A little nerdy. I like that, though.
That's it. There's nothing here. It got dark in here again. This is it. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's nothing over here to the side. I've got some mail, my coffee cups. I get it. If you have like
That's smart. Show one of your bank checks.
Really
That's a good
Wait,
idea.
grab and move around.
I'm probably gonna have
What?
to. I don't know if I will, but I'm probably gonna.
I'm gonna cut that out too.
Yes, I'm gonna have to blur
'Cause
the image
it's-
or something, because this dumbass.
Yep.
You're fucking dumb, dude. Why don't you? Got it.
Yep. Yep.
Why do you have a bank check on your gaming setup and then film it? Why would you do that, dude? How dumb are you? And then you're over here giving technical advice that you know nothing about. You're telling people that this is how cheats work. This is how these cheat devices work. ShadowCoDer and a bunch of other people in the COD community have already said, no, that's not how they work. You don't know what you're talking about. And his response has essentially been to, oh, I'm not going to talk to these people. These people are just contradicting me, so I'm just going to either block them or ignore them or just trash talk them. And that's essentially what he does. As a matter of fact, hold on. ShadowCoDer actually sent me this during the video, where essentially, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll put this on screen too, but he took a screenshot of a conversation that one of his subs had, and I'll let you guys read this for yourselves, and then I'm gonna read it too. So this guy goes, I think you're a good YouTuber, man. Just hate to see you post shit with no evidence. That's a subscriber that he has, and keep in mind, he's not the only one. There are multiple people saying this. Angry Television's grade A response was, then go the fuck away. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I'm a really big channel, now granted, I know Angry Television has 2.k subs, which, I mean, it's not super duper small, but it's not exactly like middle of the road type of situation, right? But if I'm a growing channel or I have a moderate channel and somebody's telling me, personally, Dragon, I don't agree with your take, X, Y, and Z, right? I find it absolutely mad to just go and tell somebody, then go the fuck away or go F off, you know? That, can you imagine if I said that to one of you guys? Go fuck yourself. Like, I would get roasted and called out so hard on my own comment section. I guarantee you, like 60 or 70% of you guys would just leave immediately. And that's essentially what's kind of happening with Angry Television. He actually tried to quit COD. He went to GTA 6 News, and that video did really, really badly because most people know him as a Call of Duty YouTuber. So then he tried coming back to Warzone, and then he got roasted because he said he was going to quit. So at this point, the way I see it, I think Angry Television is going on the road of a locale. He very obviously has this like mental idea of like his own little world, and he doesn't want to interact with people who disagree with him and are outside of that little perfect little bubble he has. And the few people he does cross, he either blocks them or he just trash talks them for no reason. And again, going back to Galaxy Warzone, I'm gonna be honest, I think he's a fan of Galaxy Warzone. I just find it so weird that he says he hates his videos, but then he said he's watched all of them, which is something that, coming from the FGC, we see this a lot where people are going to trash talk certain content creators. They'll say, oh, I hate your videos, but then they go and say that I've been watching since X, Y, and or like certain date, you know, they say that. So clearly, I think what's wrong with these people is they're a fan of their content, and for some reason they just kind of get obsessed with like picking apart something that they may not agree with, and they take it personal. So I think that's what's going on with Angry Television, because I don't see why, out of everybody, you're gonna go after Galaxy Warzone when you're out here saying that you have a list of problematic people. Where is this list? Who else are you suspecting of cheating? And another thing I'm gonna quickly dissect here is the footage that he uses of Galaxy Warzone of him getting temporary banned. I gotta say this right because he didn't get perma-banned. He got temporary banned, which are two different things. But he's using the same footage whenever he brings up Galaxy Warzone. Now, this is something Call of Shame did too. He got accused of doing this. Anytime he would talk about somebody, he would just recycle the same footage over and over. So he's cherry picking his footage of him, and he's just trash talking the guy into oblivion. And let's see. Oh, and he's also gaslighting his fans. Now, I went over this with ShadowCoDer as well, and my only thing to say, I don't know if ShadowCoDer's watching this. I'm probably gonna send him this video as well, because me and him I think we sat there for like 2 hours basically talking about this situation. He brought this to my attention. I was too busy watching the Shimblade allegations to even notice that this was going on in the COD community, but thanks to him, he brought it to my attention. Now, if anybody else is watching this that's also in the COD community and wants to have a conversation about it, I'm more than welcome to do so. You can just hit me up on my Discord, and just hit me up, tell me what time you're available, and I'll get stuff sorted out. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say on this situation. Oh yeah, I got one more thing to say actually before I forget. So his whole argument about cheating is that he thinks that because he two-boxed, he cheated, which means that he also uses a Cronus. I believe that's how he said it. So I don't know about you guys, but two-boxing isn't cheating. That's really not. Now, you can say what you want about two-boxing or reverse boosting. That's not cheating. It really ain't. Two-boxing, trying to circumvent the matchmaking system, it's not the same thing as using hard cheats and like aimbot and all this sort of stuff. We know that a lot of people reverse boost in the community. My honest thoughts about reverse boosting is that, personally, it's the same thing with sponsorships, right? I don't care if you're sponsored or reverse boost. What I really care about is if you're lying to your community and saying that you don't do this. I'm not reverse boosting, I'm not two-boxing, but you are, you know? That's where I think the issues are going to come out. Because personally for me, I don't really care if you two-box. Like, who cares, you know? Like, people that two-box have said it, yeah, I do it for the entertainment, just to get good clips, blah, 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 right? And if you do that, like, cool, like, you know? Like, I don't hate you or anything like that. Like, that's whatever. But if you're out here telling your viewers, yeah, I've never two-boxed, I've never done this, but you are, then that's where the problems come out. So that's all I really have to say about two boxing, and I don't really know if anything else is gonna come of this. I feel like for the most part, this seems like open and shut case, and probably in the next few days, people are gonna move on to the next big thing. But if Angry Television tries to make more of a fuss about it, people are gonna clown on him even more, and yeah, people are gonna keep talking about it. And I don't really know what his end goal is here. It seems like he really wanted to dogpile Galaxy Warzone just for that and try to get him canceled and just basically outed as a hacker, which didn't even happen. So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen at this point. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. To take a look at ShadowCoDer's content, and I know he's got a couple of people that he's got in the hacking community that like looks out for hackers and stuff like that. It's kind of like a hacker hunter thing. So yeah, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, go check out his content. But until then, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.